Okay, Tesla Model S mud flaps. We're installing the front first. Of course, turn the wheel all the way to the left. For the rear tire, you may have to remove the whole wheel. And take a look at the 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, and a slot. You stick them right on here. We have the grommet here, we have the grommet here, and then we have a potential screw or the clip. So we're going to show you how to install everything, how to put it all on. The first thing we want to do is to get these grommets loose. So you need a flathead screwdriver or some kind of a pick, and look for the slot and just pry it apart. This will come out, wiggle it. It's good to have maybe a screwdriver or a pair of needle nose pliers. Okay, so this is one of the originals. Then we got the one down here. Got to find the slot again. There's always a slot for a screwdriver. Pull it out, pop the bottom out. So it's that easy to pull out these push button grommets. And now we're going to install it. This one is sitting perfect, so it's just really wet. So let's take the mud flap. Now, you're going to line up the holes, pop them in, and then we're going to do the clip last. So I'm going to push it on, move it around. It's always good to take the screwdriver and make sure that the hole is over the metal, the hole in the plastic is over the hole in the sound dampening cloth. So this needs to be pulled a little bit to the side. So we'll do that while we hold it, and take the new base that we supply you with, and you're gonna go through the hole, through the carpet, sound dampening carpet as we call it, and push it straight in. So that's in now flush. Then we're gonna find the base on the next one. And it's good not to put the locking piston in until you're sure you got everything in the right spot. So those are in. Now we're gonna insert the piston, and you start to push it in. Just tap them in like that. And same thing down here. So we're crisscrossed. Line them up like that. And tap them in. And you want to tug on it. You want to make sure it's all the way through. I can feel in the back. It's all the way through. It's expanded and it's locked. It's not going to come off. Now, the top piece. Make sure you put this side underneath the fender liner and this side on the other side of the plastic. Slide it on, and that's it. It won't back off because there is a piece of plastic stopping it there. And it's held on here by this and this. So that's it. We're ready to move on to the back. Now you do have the option with the kit, we've included screws. So if you didn't want to use this and you wanted to simply tap it in to the fender, you have that option. And it would just simply be a matter of taking the screws, which are self-tappers, and you would take one screw out of the bag, and you would make a pilot hole right in the fender liner, and then drill this right into it. So this is an option, even though it is screwless. But I don't think I want to do that. I want to have a hole in my fender liner. Just lock that on, and we're good to go. All right, let's move on to the back wheels. Okay, back wheel, Model S, mud flap installation, Model S. Now, you should have 2 grommets on the bottom that we're gonna pop out. And you should have one in the middle here, and then we're gonna use the clasp. Now, this is a pre-refreshed front end, so this doesn't have the painted color, matching color, it has the plastic. So December 2015 are going to look like this. After will look painted. We will double check and make sure everything's going to work on each one. So let's get out the grommets first. So if we get in here, we're gonna try to do this, honestly, without jacking the car up. If we have to jack it up and take the wheel off, we're gonna continue that way. But on our test set, we didn't have to. We'll see on this one being an older car. Grommets out, 2 out of 2. The last one's down here in a position that is strange, and it's only a push button. It's not an actual locking grommet. So we're gonna try to get it out of there, get it to line up, even though you might have to use a pair of pliers to pull this one out. So let's get a pair of needle nose so we grab it out in one piece. Okay, so get a pair of needle nose, stick it underneath on each side of the stem and pop it out without grabbing the carpet. All right, so there's our 3 factory grommets. And here's the 3 we're gonna put in. So anyway, let's put it on and position it. I think we should start with the furthest one in. That'll give us some pivoting room. So this is gonna go right in here. This one's gonna go in here, but I'm not gonna start it yet. And then we're gonna drive the piston through. So now, if I put the light up high, can you hold that? No, I can't see. No. Okay. Now I've got this one over that hole. And the next one I can see is right there. Pivot that up there. See if we can get this one in. And like I said, it's good to line up the hole with the screwdriver. Okay, so that one's in. This one hopefully will find its way in. If not, I'll pull that one out. And also underneath, we've got another one. I forgot that part. We've got another grommet there, so if you can't find this one, we are going to have one down below. So that one, this one is tough because of the lip. So I think I'm going to just put back the factory one. I'll use the underneath one, the option to put that one on underneath. And now we're gonna have to get underneath to loosen that one. So just tilt the light down. Comes right out. All right, so now back to position 1. I'm gonna put this one on. All right, that one on, and then we're gonna use this one underneath. And we have 2 variables on this. So let's put this back in the hole. Push this on. And now underneath, actually I'm gonna anchor this one in and put the post through it. Line it up like this. There. Okay. Put the base in. And now this is the fun part, without the wheel coming off, is you need to get a lot of pressure on this. We'll push it all the way in. And we'll double check that after we get the bottom one in. Now the bottom one, we need a real low angle. Let's see, it lines up good. So I'm going to be on, way over here. Nice wet day to do this. Okay. All the way up, locked in. There's even an extra one there. Okay, so we're good with the first two all the way through. Let's move up to the final one in the clip. Okay, so it's this one here, which is, I'm blinded. One inside and the grommet, right? Okay, so we're gonna do this one. So get your grommet loose. We don't want to use the original ones, of course. And let's find the hole. This one will be the tightest one with the wheel still on. I gotta move it around a little bit. Yeah, the light's not really shining in here. So a little, leaves it a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, I got that one in. The base is all the way in. Okay. And then I'm blocking my own light. I can't see. Down, 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 down. Okay. Man, there's no light on it at all. Okay, right there. And okay, try it again. I can see the hole clearly. See it up high? Okay. Well, my hands are in the way. Can't see anything. So don't do this indoors. Do it outside on a sunny day when there's a lot of refracted light coming in. Okay, that one's in. And now up high. This is the cross. Okay, I'm actually able to do it. There, got it all the way through. I didn't have to use the screwdriver. All right, and then the last will be the clasp. So this is gonna be, again, smash it together to get a nice tight fit. You can use your needle nose pliers if that'll help. The more this pinches, the better I think it'll be. Okay, and we're gonna hook it, remember, behind the metal, and then on top where it holds onto this tab. So you notice there's teeth or a notch on the back that holds on. And make sure you're over the metal, and we're great. All right, now let's take a look with the light. We've got 1, 2, and 3 grommets and 1 plastic clip, all holding it on. She looks solid, ready to go, and should stop a lot of mud, snow, ice. And as long as you make sure your grommets are all the way in and they're locking, it's not coming off. I wonder if we could put a clasp on here. No, it's okay. All right, that's good. All right, and the one final note on the rear Model S mud flap installation. If this grommet, if you can't get it back in where it was, you just realize that this will hold on nice and it won't leave an open exposed hole. Just position it inside and lock it down. So now it looks great. This one is not actually doing anything. The work's being done by the grommet underneath. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holding on the rear. Thank you.